I chose Batman for my research paper because ever since I was a kid, I've enjoyed watching Batman on TV and reading the comic books, and it's actually helped me through a bunch of difficult times growing up, and it's even helped me as an adult. Now, Batman has a very complex origin. He was created by artists Bob Kane and writer Bill Finger. He first appeared in May of 1939, Detective Comics issue number 27. So he's been around for a really long time, like over 75 years. And as you can see to the right, this is actually the cover of the first Batman comic, where you can see he has this guy in a headlock, and you see, it's a very different comic than you and me are used to today. Batman's debut on the big screen was in July of 1943, so he's even been portrayed in movies and TV for a really long time as well. This first TV appearance was in episode 1 of Batman in 1966, starring Adam West. And what do we know about Batman's morals? Well, everyone knows he does not kill, he does not use guns, he imprisons his enemies, trusts he trusts the justice system to handle their punishment, and he's considered a rather moral hero, more or less. Has Batman always been so moral? In 1939, the first year of Batman comics, as you can see in the bottom right, as he's kicking this guy in the head and he snapped his neck, he would actually used to kill when he deemed it necessary. And as you can see on the top right, he did used to use guns as well, in which today that's a completely different Batman than what we're used to. He thought that some criminals were better off dead than in jail. But, this was only going on for the first year of Batman, so perhaps the writers were still trying to figure him out. And after 1940, this was all retconned, and Batman suddenly had a no kill rule and didn't use guns anymore. My research question is, how has Batman's morals evolved since his creation, and what caused this change? On the bottom you can see a quote that says, if you kill a killer, the number of killers in the room in the world remains the same. And on the right you can see a quote that says, much as I hate to take a human life, I'm afraid this time it's necessary, as he's aiming through a sniper rifle about to kill one of his enemies. My hypothesis is the creators wanted Batman to be more kid friendly, mainly because of growing concern in society that violence in comic books was making kids more violent, which was very prevalent in the early 1940s and late 1930s, which is rather familiar. You know, like the argument that video games make kids more violent in today's society. Batman's morals change based on the morals of the writer who is writing them. Is and Batman underwent a traumatic event that caused him to change his ideals. Since the character of Batman is over 75 years old, his morals are changing with the morals of society, which makes sense. Society has changed a lot since 1939, so why shouldn't Batman change along with them? My research plan is to read Batman comics from different decades to see if there is a change in morality throughout the different comics, and to research problems that were going on during the time to explain that change in morality, and to read scholarly articles discussing how Batman has changed over the decades. And finally, to rewatch Batman TV and movies from different decades to see if there is a clear change in morality.